Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In tonight's video, we are going to be talking about the new patch that came out earlier today, patch 1.17, and specifically going into what actually changed with this patch. Because of course we've seen the new contraband stream, the new DLC weapons, new maps, new stuff like that. But what is actually in these patch notes? Score streak changes, specialist changes, multiplayer weapon changes, and a lot of important stuff we're going to cover in this video right here. If you guys could drop a like on this thing, that would be absolutely amazing. I uploaded 2 videos earlier showing off the gameplay of the new LMG, as well as showing off the new contraband stream and some of the new reserve stuff. A little bit of an opening. So if you guys could drop a like on this thing, that would be amazing. Let's go for 568 likes. That would be awesome. If you could hit that, smack that like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and hit that notification bell so you can get first on all of my future videos. And let's get right into it. So new patch update, of course, is going to come out basically later on May 2nd, actually. Basically, it's live on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but the PC release comes out on May 2nd. This patch update is around 12 gigabytes on both PS4 and Xbox One, and of course, a lot of the stuff when it comes to DLC content comes out a week earlier on the PS4, so the Operation Spectre Rising content to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is on PS4, the new Black Ops Pass multiplayer maps, new specialist, new Black Ops update, and more, and then of course, this operation comes on May 7th to Xbox One and PC. But we've talked about all that. There's some new weapons, all that. Let's get right into a few of the bullet points, and then we'll go specifically to the tuning changes. So, multiplayer, new specialist Spectre, available, of course, on the Contraband Stream Level 1. Black Ops Pass multiplayer maps, Masquerade, Artifact, and WMD, which, by the way, I'm not that big into the map packs anymore in Call of Duty, but WMD from Black Ops 1, ooh, that is a map that just puts a smile on my face, because honestly, just thinking about that map, that was a good map. It's kind of an underrated map. I had some great times on it in Black Ops 1, and it has a good map because it's playable with that open middle area. People sort of just evade that, and you can sort of take your rush routes and play it like that. Anyway, new game mode Prop Hunt is arriving on Friday, May 5th, and then, of course, tuning changes for SMGs, Specialists, and Score Streaks, which we'll get into right in a second because I know that's probably what people want to know the most about. That's what I care a lot about as well. Blackout, new map updates, Wet Works, Hydro Dam has been sabotaged and the map has been flooded. Alcatraz, improvements to gameplay flow and layout. New game mode, Bounty Hunter, new equipment, Dart. And then in Zombies, we have a new gauntlet, Super Blood Wolf Moon, the new mystery box weapon, which is the Tiger Shark LMG. Of course, the new LMG added. And a new feature, the classic Elixir restock. Now, globally, there are new customization items. There are death effects and weapon charms. But what death effects are is basically when you kill someone and there's the death effect on the player that you killed. Now, the reason why they put these in was to basically spam and fill up the supply drops or reserves. Sort of like how in IW did it with like adding 500 camos or however many. It might not have been that many, but a lot of camos, a lot of accessories. So that's sort of the idea behind death effects. They're weapon specific to sort of crowd up the supply drops, which is BS, but I mean, is there even a reason to get mad? I mean, I guess there is still a reason to get mad, but you kind of expect it. You know, that's why I'm not as mad anymore. It's just like, okay, they add this BS to fill up the supply drop system. It's like, yeah, they've done this every single year. It's not that big of a surprise, right? You know, weapon charms also added, and that doesn't mean it's good. It's obviously terrible, but it's just the way it is. We only have certain control, and as much as the community speaks up about things like this, it seems like when it comes to DLC content, I don't know why they don't just go with more like of a Fortnite approach where people like to spend money because they enjoy the content and it's constantly updating. Tiger Shark LMG, new LMG, the Nefo OT melee weapon, new Mastercrafts Mark IIs and camos, which I got some of that stuff in my opening earlier, and new specialist outfits, warpaint paints, gestures, and jump packs. Okay. So that's all the stuff that happened. Now, going into the multiplayer, what is specific and what do we want to talk about? Now, of course, the Specialist, the Spectre, Specialist weapons, Shadow Blade, Specialist equipment, issue equipment is a smoke. Now, when we get to the multiplayer, here is what we need to talk about. Now, this is on PS4 and Xbox One. And, of course, like I said, this update is coming to May 2nd to PC. I'm not sure exactly how much of these notes are going to transfer over from. This says PS4 and Xbox One. So I'm guessing these are specific changes to console which is the majority of the player base for Black Ops 4. Weapons. GKS, increased 5-shot range from 5 meters to 7.5 meters. MX9, increased 5-shot range from 7 meters to 7.5, and slightly increased the 5-shot range damage. So MX9 and GKS with some honestly kind of slight buffs. You can see why, because these are weapons that were already in a decent spot before. I mean, at GKS, honestly, not really. MX9 is kind of underpowered as well, but it's decent. I would say it doesn't match up to the top tier weapons, but some small buffs for those, which are nice. A lot of this SMG is SMG balancing. Next, the Daemon 3XB. They created a 5-shot range out to 7.5 meters, and they increased the 6-shot range from 11.5 to 19, increased the 7-shot range from 19 to 25, and increased the 8-shot range from 25 to 32. So, straight up, this is a big buff. This is a big buff for the Daemon 3XB, which is honestly an either hit or miss weapon, which you can either do good with or bad with. And that's how I sort of felt about burst SMGs, specifically with the Chickum and BO2 as well. I felt like sort of the same way. And this is awesome. I think this is a good buff. I think this is significant, and I don't know if this will make this the best gun of all time, but this will definitely make it a lot stronger of a weapon, and I'm excited to get on, test, and play with this weapon now. Switchblade X9, which increased the 5-shot range from 2.5 to 7.5. Wow. Increased 6-shot range from 16.5 to 19, 7-shot from 19 to 25, and the 8-shot from 24 to 32. So some other nice buffs to the Switchblade X9, which are significant as well. This is another weapon where I'm not as familiar with this weapon as I am with the Daemon 3XB, but obviously these are weapons that needed buffs. I think most of us agree with that, and looks positive on the way that it's significant buffs. SOG 9mm, Stock 2, slightly reduced move speed during ADS. So another nerf to the Stock 2 on SOG, which I already only use Stock 1. And then it says Cordite and Spitfire consoles only. So I'm not sure if all these other changes before were PC as well. It literally says PS4 and Xbox One above, but who knows? The way they write these patch notes is very, very confusing as someone that's dealt with them for for many, many years. Anyway, Cordite consoles only. This is written specifically on that, so I think we can assume that these other changes are probably for all devices. Cordite consoles only. Increased 5-shot range from 4 meters to 7.5 meters. Increased 6-shot range from 16.5 to 19. Increased 7-shot range from 22 to 25. And increased 8-shot range from 26 to 32. And then the Spitfire, they increased the 6-shot range from 7.5 to 8. So very, very small, very, very tiny buff to the Spitfire. But the Cordite is fairly significant. I think the Cordite and the Daemon 3XB, probably the weapons I'm most excited to use here after this update, and the weapons that probably got the biggest buffs that were already in a good spot in this game. That's what we have as far as that. Miscellaneous closed an exploit where players could fire faster than intended from sprint by starting a slide, then immediately firing. And then with specialists, we have a few changes here. The Nomad increased cooldown time for the mesh mine. Thank you. Because I hate those, man. I hate the mesh mines. Ajax increased cooldown time for 9-bang. Torque increased cooldown time for razor wire. Ruin gravity slam kills no longer feed its ability meter to be consistent with other specialist weapons, which is nice. Firebreak reactor core kill notifications now take up less screen space. So a lot of nerfing to these specialists, which I like. I think specialists are, I mean, we all sort of know why they're added. They're added to sort of even the playing field. You know, something like a Nomad Dog. You don't have, it takes no skill to unlock that. You know, you can, to unlock it faster, yes, but no matter what, you're going to get it. You call it in, it's going to get you free kills, right? So I really do think that this is nice, just nerfing these overall, bringing it to more balanced state. I do agree with that, and I do like that. Next, we have score streaks. UAV and the counter UAVs, durations were increased to 30 seconds, which is nice. A tiny little buff to these, which can definitely help out, I think, with UAV and counter UAV, which are things that are honestly not used that much in this game because of just how strong the other streaks are in proportion to them. I don't really go non-lethals in this game too often. I mean, I'm sure people do and go for nuclears, but the streaks are just so damn good that I think that's a really good way to go. And the other the factor to that is that with non-lethals, UAV and counter UAV are not that good compared to VSAT Blackbird Hater, right? And that, of course, is not available in this game. Drone Squad. Damage increased for lead and buddy drones. Minimum and maximum burst fire times increased for lead and buddy drones. And the drone clip size increased. So, looks like some nice changes to the Drone Squad, which is a kill streak that I like to use quite a bit, especially on certain maps and certain playstyles. When you're getting up close with them on Nuketown, there's times where you're just like, whoa, quad feed from the Drone Squad. Thing can go absolutely ham. Mantis, reduce the amount of time the Mantis can be temporarily disabled and increase the damage threshold for temporarily disabling the Mantis. Search and destroy. So that is, I guess, good, reducing the amount of time that it can be temporarily disabled and increasing the damage threshold for temporarily disabling it. Mantis is another one where I don't know. Is the Mantis good? I don't really use it that much, and I don't know if these changes are good enough to make me want to use it that much. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing it out, but Drone Squad definitely is a heater. Search and destroy. Address an issue where players would see teammates as enemies if the last player dies to a bomb detonation or died to a bomb detonation. Address an issue where the briefcase bomb could reduce bullet damage. Wow. Imagine that. You're defusing and the briefcase bomb is like they're having to shoot through that and reducing the damage. I guess, hey, it is what it is. Anyway, those are some changes that were added, of course, mainly focused on the multiplayer stuff. A lot of other things. Blackout is completely shifted right now, guys. I mean, with Blackout, there's a lot of things that were added. The Wetworks map update, Hydro Dam, Factory, Cargo Docks, Hijacked, and the farm near firing range have been transformed, allowing for new types of engagements and new avenues for water-based vehicles to turn the tides of battle. So crazy stuff in Blackout. Of course, the Dart is now available. Uncle Frank character available for Black Ops pass holders, and the Bounty Hunter mode is available as well. And yeah, then you have the new Gauntlet available for the Dead of the Night Super Blood Wolf Moon for zombies, featuring 30 unique weapon challenges, the Tiger Shark LMG added to the mystery box, and then your new DLC sort of content. But that's pretty much it with this update. Very significant. Definitely some things I want to get on and test, cover the new LMG, and some new videos will be coming out within the next couple of days on more stuff to cover in this update. If you guys are new and made it to the end of the video, tap that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. If you're new and you watched all the way through this video, you're obviously very, very passionate about Call of Duty, so subscribe, turn on those notifications. You can be notified of whenever I post my next video, and I can have a chance to get first on that video. Thanks for watching, y'all. Drop a like. I'll catch you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.